allez dans la cour. S'il vous plaît, allez dans la cour.
It is said the response you get from a man when you ask him what's wrong with him is, I am fine. Well, do you agree or you do not agree? We get to find out today on Sailors right here. My name is Crispy Kay, and I'm here with
Oheneba Nurudeen. Crispy, you're looking dapper.
As always,
The color combination.
well,
Jeez.
I'm not a brown boy, but I try.
But you brown a lot of ladies.
I can count. They're no chow. I go fit count.
You be bad
I
boy.
go fit count. As you they see, some people they whip me. So my designer say it won't make me feel the thing. Cost of living.
One kill the living. Bars.
So Charlie, shout out to Voscos for hooking me up with this. Every week we go make sure we go give you something nice, make you carry along your way. Understand? As boys, we always they motivate one another. You understand? So every week we'll give you one line, make you motivate you. Understand? Good. So Sailors is back. Yes.
Yeah, you're back on screen, you're back in your ears, and we can't wait to excite you with this amazing topic that we're about to discuss. It's all about communicating. But we say sailors, that doesn't mean that we won't speak the truth or won't talk more about our feelings. And so today, we have some strong personalities in our midst, and I can't wait to hear their voices.
Charlie, some guy really had a full on since he make a laugh. He switch. As he switch, I figure say, oh, now we will start praying. But still, they laugh.
I hear say it's your church self.
Richmond, Poet Baddo, Amoako.
That's right.
Charlie, you're welcome, my guy.
Thank you.
What's up, bro? What's up?
If we open up plus opening prayer self.
Go fast on April, bro.
No prayer.
Yeah, okay.
No pray.
Amen.
I think I saw that comment.
They do they talk. Say less. You don't want to communicate. The prayer self communication only.
My prayer, do you that you the communication?
Sorry, bro.
I dey talk to God. God
So,
know.
so God hear you.
You hear me?
But we know the prayer no day inside. You pray for me.
I think there's some guys.
If we leave these two people, they will fight throughout the whole show. And we have another amazing personality back on set again. Yujin Speaks, brother.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good.
Is Accra whipping you?
Small.
Or the cost of living is living you?
As I do day.
Hey, this man. Actually, this man made me like Calipo ever since he endorsed that brand. So right now, I'll be Calipo brand ambassador.
Okay.
If they like it or not.
Anyways, so yes, we are coming to have a conversation on communication in relationships, the man's perspective. So like I started with, Idua, you know, your woman day, you get some issues or something, or maybe you come out from job calm, they will busy you, Charlie, what's up, how are you? Straight, two words, one word, okay, fine. I really don't know if that be your situation, right? But I mean, we all get one our own individual perspectives with the carry camp. So we are going to delve deep into this subject today with our two guests and, talk more about it. If you agree, you don't agree, we'll get to know. So really,
which one? Are you a man of more words or more action? Which one do you think you are?
More words or more actions.
Like, do you like to talk about your situations, or you just keep it in you and just do that you have to do?
So yeah, I like to talk about things. I believe that sweeping things under the carpet will only trip you one day. You just fall down and everything will be difficult to salvage. And so once the things come, I like to talk about them. You did this, you did that, you said this, you said that. I like it. And we move on from that. So yeah,
I personally have experienced this kind of men being silent most of the times, because as I live with my dad quite from few years, I always saw my dad bottling things up in the home. He is the figure of the house. He's the head of the house. And some of his actions will just make you realize that it's not everything that he talks about it. And sometimes I want to ask him, why do you always keep things in you? You don't talk. You don't, like, if the wife, my mother, is doing something wrong, that literally everybody in the house knows that she's doing something wrong, my dad would intend keep it inside. It's like a normal man trait too.
I think it's wisdom and maturity. It's not everything that you have to talk about. There are things that talking about won't really change.
But it's hurting us.
So you know the person you are dealing with, you know the woman you are with, and once you get to know her to a certain level, you know that this is how she is. This is how she takes this. This is how she takes that. And so if over the years you have talked about it, you did this, you did that. I'm sorry, you did this. She did it again and again. You get to a point where you realize that talking about it won't change anything. That is who she is. That is the kind of person she is. And so now wisdom will tell you that you have to let it go.
Yuji, what about you?
Sometimes you think that.
I mean, I get it, but I think trivial or not, you need to talk about it. I mean, it doesn't have to be huge for me to talk about it. Once it bothers me, I'll let it out.
But this is the thing. Men naturally don't talk about these things.
Said so?
Who said?
Who made that so?
For me, I've seen it. Do you get? I've experienced it. Men, yes, and other men.
No, they
literally don't talk.
Issues that
you see men being trolled on internet
media,
and they're quiet about it.
If man won't talk inside, you can tell him, say, "Oh, Charlie, you be man. Why they talk?" Right?
That's the mentality. Like,
so,
why are we bottled not to be vulnerable with our emotions? With how to, come out and say, this is how I feel. Because society has made it in a way that men are naturally, bulky in life. They are supposed to be strong. So we don't allow ourselves to be vulnerable.
Yeah, so when it's getting there and you're breaking down, society won't be there. So forget about what society thinks. This is what you think. This is what is bothering you. Why shouldn't I talk about it? And because you're a man, even at your worst stage, I'm supposed to keep quiet because I'm a man.
So how often are we to educate men to, come out? When is that platform? I know Say Less is a platform for men to, literally speak out. You are saying less, but we are, bringing out that emotional feel about us. It is time for us to let that vulnerability come outside. Should we feel any sort of pressure in coming out? Should we follow societal rule of saying that men are strong and so we shouldn't come out? Yujin.
That societal rule. Where is it written?
It's natural.
What's natural about
natural
not speaking
That's
up?
what I'm saying. Like,
What's natural about not speaking up?
Hardly will you see a man, if the person is not a counselor or a public figure, would literally come out to tell you what he is feeling. I mean, you can walk in a room full of men and all they'll say, "Hi, bro, what's up, chairman? You day?" That'd be all. That'd be cool for a man. But then if you literally sit the person down and ask him, how are you? Like, not a normal, I'm fine and things. How are you, like, mentally? How are you physically? That's when you feel like the man can open up. But why shouldn't it be...
If you base on mentally, go be saying in what sense? The mentally safe, if you break them down, give them. Because we just don't want to talk. You understand? You were saying the society. So how did they get here? So, the thing about, it's not generally the rules that have been set, but there are norms that have grown over the years. You understand? So we came to meet it. If someone doesn't tell you that I want to challenge the status quo, and we find these things that we actually see them as outliers. Oh, this person, they be different. But for more of the men, this be the kind, vibe that they carry. You understand? So you have been seeing these things like that. Do you buy into it or you don't buy into it?
I don't buy into it.
Why?
Because like I said, I don't buy into it. We came to meet it. And you've seen the consequences of people not speaking up, people committing suicide and all. And you sit and say that because it is a norm, I need to go by it. I don't know how that works.
What norm is that?
Well, it makes you less of a man if you don't speak. Bro, I don't even get it.
Well, so the thing about, okay, quote unquote, women are the weaker vessel. They want the protection. They can show their emotion. You want to be the head of the house.
So who helps the helper? Who counsels the counselor?
But you made yourself the head of the
Who
house.
made who? I made myself the head of the house.
Yes.
So if as the head of the house, inwardly I am weak, how do I manage my home?
So that's what I'm saying, that they don't want you to speak because
Who doesn't want you to speak? You don't want to speak because you think that when you're speaking and you're expressing yourself to your lady, she'll see you as weak. And
exactly,
that is a problem.
and we don't want to be seen as weak.
No. We get evidence.
Say if you talk, you're over
or John, like literally.
So then you go days.
Before they head of the home, you go there, chalk. If something happened to you.
At the end of the day, that's why we get this platform. We say speak your mind. Forget about what your lady would think about you. This is a huge platform. Yeah. So let's push that. This whole narrative of the fact that if men speak, it makes them less of a man. It be unfair. Because I feel that you forget before a man is a man is human first before a man.
Yeah.
So before you start shouting that gender thing, man, I'm human and I'm breaking down. And you're saying that because you need to speak up. If that makes me less of a man, well, that's fine by you. But if that's where I get my healing and my recovery, then I'll take that. So for me, I don't buy into the idea of men should be this way and men should be that way. If you feel like crying, cry. If you feel like Charlie, you tire, you for chill and reset and go again, do it. Forget society. And this is a fact. If you go by, society don't go there if you break down. This same society become this cycle can't tell you, say, why you not speak up? Why you not tell anybody?
Facts,
why you be John where you go kill your body? This same society. So are you gonna wait and say that this is the narrative? So let me go by it? Hell no.
Now, how do we teach men to be open in relationship? How should we communicate to feel important in a relationship? Eugene?
Yeah, I mean, when you say teach men, I don't get it. You don't really have to. You don't really have to teach anybody how to communicate. You just have to know for yourself that for this thing to work, when you are silent, she's not a magician. You see the way she comes to you and she be and you call it nagging. That's communication, whether you like it or not, in whichever mode, whether it is wrong or
but
not.
If we do the same thing, we are violent.
Not everyone is violent. You can communicate without being violent. I mean, if I come to you,
said her nagging is communication.
Yeah, it's some way. I mean, some people can nag. They can't come to you and come. Women, some there they can't do. You call it nagging, but she's communicating. Maybe too much of it gets a bit this thing, but she's communicating. So I don't have to teach a man to express himself.
Why don't you have to teach a man to be?
How can you teach somebody who is dating somebody you don't know? How can you teach them something like that?
But why you like that?
But can you? No, you like that? No, that's
like literally. I mean, we go to school to learn things, right? Yeah. But it doesn't mean that the lecturer or the teacher knows what we are going through. But then again, we are learning it anyways. So this is a platform for us to, at least from your point of experience.
You don't need to know who I am or what I'm going through.
Exactly. So you don't also need to know the kind of a person watching right now who needs this advice. Wrong. So maybe the person is struggling in the relationship to communicate. So why don't we use this platform to do that?
I am in a relationship with somebody. I am relating me and the person. You that you are standing outside. You are coming to teach me how
then why do we
I
have
should
counselors?
relate. And now you don't even know.
How do we have counselors?
If you go to a counselor, he will ask you things to get to know the person you are dealing with, the situation, the person, how the person is. So that will give him a picture of the identity or the kind of woman you are dealing with. So he can give you.
But here we
advice.
Can't have all Ghanaian men or all the men in the world troop in here.
So you can't teach. That's the point I'm making is that you can't teach a man who is dating somebody you don't know. You cannot teach him how to be with somebody that you don't know. How can you teach me how to be with somebody that you don't know?
I see.
I mean, maybe teaching shouldn't be the word. I mean, it's just one thing. If you're holding on to that narrative, like you said, like I came to meet Bemi and Sue, then you need to drop that. And no one has to teach you that. You just have to know that, I mean, you know what? Well, I came to meet all right, but it's not working for me.
Okay.
Maybe it's working for someone in their relationship. But in a relationship, the more you keep quiet, the more you are dying inside. So forget the norm, forget that narrative and speak up for yourself.
Yeah.
If the society sees you as weak because of that and your partner doesn't see anything wrong with that, then who cares?
Now, where's the society? Where are they to come?
Yeah, where are they for the relationship inside?
We try to tell the men to make you communicate.
Yeah,
right?
Very necessary.
Communication, they come in different forms.
Yeah.
Right? Me, for instance, I would use my words and I can use cues. I go fit drop hints. There we get implied statements. I go fit talk this. It go fit mean something to you in a different way. Where if you don't ask me any question, you go take and say, oh, maybe I did this you or I know they see inside for you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So the communication, it be what?
it be like you said, it's a different, whether verbal or it be body language. If today we argue where you tell me something I not like maybe verbally I not go respond to it, but body language, you don't call me, oh babes, and I know they mind you. That's my way of communicating to you that I wasn't happy about what you said. It doesn't always have to be verbal. And that's why you are my partner. You are supposed to read signs, read body language, know that I'm not happy today, I'm unwell today. Then I come to you and ask what is wrong. Then if you feel like you speak up. And sometimes you don't have to even wait for your partner to come and ask what is wrong. I let you know that, babes, when we argued, you said this thing, it got to me. You hurt my feelings. I didn't like it. Don't repeat that.
Now, like I said, we are dealing with a species that have 52 different characters in a year. Yeah. Right? If I do the first week,
specific
no, let it
you go calculator.
How many?
It's not legit, but go on.
Oh no, because see, the PMS stage, it be different human being they come up. Yeah. I've lived it. That's why I'm saying this, right? Preach. The PMS stage, it be different. The main cycle stage, it be different. Right. Post the cycle, it be different person. Then that 1 week, the free period time there, it be different. You understand? It would amaze you. You would think these are just
they can also do the same thing for us, right? Women can also actually say that men are like this when they are this.
When?
But unfortunately,
we don't have stages.
I not even see anybody talk me that thing before say a man gets.
Just the first time I'm hearing they are 52%. The fact that you have not heard it doesn't mean that it's not there. 52. So you counted. You
yeah. I should sit down.
You count.
I check okay, January 1st to 7th. I see the 7th to 14th. It be different person. All of them get different.
The same way they can also say that. When a man has money, he's like this. When there's football season, he's like this. When his friends are this, he's like this. They can do that. We are all like that. So don't let us look at it like it's entitled. You.
Say less. Okay, so make a base on things. Has there ever been a time where either because of communication or the lack thereof, your relationship almost got ruined or actually just went down the rocks?
I don't think I have any experience.
But if you had, I would be shocked.
Yeah, I don't think
from how you are talking.
Yeah, I don't have any experience. I mean, I will talk. You see, communicate. You asked what exactly is communication. Communication is when you say something or you do something, and I see it and I understand it. Once there is the
understanding from whose perspective?
Me, I'm the one receiving.
Good.
You are giving me.
Good.
I'm receiving it.
Fantastic point. So me, I they give you, it is coming from a certain mindset, right? Where if I give you, where you take them differently, is that communication?
It is not.
Good.
So it comes to who you are dealing with. Right. You should know that this person I'm dealing with, not Junisa, or not Jun or Fem. I don't know the kind of woman you right. date. I mean, I like
drag him.
So,
if you go and date, no. If it's true, you won't say what you are saying.
No. I had a busy question. You forgot.
They are counting 52.
Hasty generalization.
Yeah. So it depends on who you are dealing with. Right? You know that, okay, this person, say not. If I say this, the last time I tried this cue thing, it didn't work. Yeah. So now, instead of trying to give her a cue, tell her, don't do this, don't do that. Say it. Yeah. Be clear. So that tomorrow, when you see, people say that Richmond open to and I say you are controversial or something like that. But no, you need to let people understand things. So me, I will say it. I will say it. Bam.
So it's basically about saying your mind, speaking your mind.
And you need to also realize that this is a human being you are dealing with.
Yeah. Right.
People don't like kai. If animals cry, they don't like it. They won't go. But if you let them feel it, feel for them. This is a human being. I'm talking to a human being. The last time you did it, but how can I mean now she's thinking Joanna, why is he shouting like this
finally
issue,
it's a girl
this
who said
small
so some balance.
that's okay, that's the balance, that's okay.
So no, instead of listening to you, she's measuring but is this really something this guy should be this angry about?
Right.
And it takes a lot from what you are saying.
Yeah.
So come down to her, talk to her. If it happens, you can be angry and loud without saying anything. You can be very angry and very loud to her without saying anything. You say it. Tomorrow, it's just your eyes. She needs to see it. She will know that no. And you see, gradually, she will start seeing that, this guy doesn't like it. So it will take time, but she will stop. Eventually, when she's doing something like that and you're not even around, something will prompt her that, if this guy comes to meet you like this or comes to see this, so she will correct it before you come.
So it's very well established that for Prophet Baddo, you've never had any problems in your relationships with respect to communication.
I think so. I mean, I haven't really been with a lot of women because
how many?
Let's
Prof. You do counseling every week.
I haven't been with a lot of women.
You have similar.
No, but way of communicating it that sometimes become a problem.
Okay.
And I mean, he actually chipped that in. So communicating isn't the issue, but she didn't like how I communicated.
Okay.
It felt like, you could have toned down a bit. Or maybe, you could have just given, maybe we're in public and then you did something. Instead of just telling me right away in front of everyone, you could have texted me or, give me the eyes. So usually it's the way of communicating. So not really communicating itself.
Which is a requirement for you, right?
Yeah.
But so here's the thing. Now, I'm expected to know how to communicate like this and live a certain kind of way. Right. It is expected of you, the man. Do we see these same expectations being given to the woman?
Being given to the woman?
Yeah, normally in general society, she's a woman. Allow her to do it.
You see,
that's
from what he said. A woman will put you when a woman is dealing with you. She knows who you are, so she will put you at a certain level. Your maturity, your wisdom, everything, and so. You will say something or do something, and she won't understand why this guy, I put you here, you should be this matured. So why would you come to? So then it's a problem. Yeah. She knows you. She knows who you are. That is why she's saying that, no, you could have texted me on this. You could have done this because she thinks that
is it because she'll have that expectation based on something you've done before? Based on a format of communication you've shown her before,
I don't know generally, or you are generalizing the fact that women are more sensible than men.
No, don't.
Why you putting words in?
No, because what he's saying is generally. So we start a relationship. We start a relationship,
I'm
right?
talking about knowing each other.
Yes,
I am talking about trying to get to know the person you are dealing with. The woman will put you somewhere because she thinks that you are this wise.
Where is that thought coming from?
Exactly.
Based on
she's been with you, so she knows.
Good. Yeah. And I'm saying that. So, for instance, that's what I was asking. What about the woman?
You do the same thing. But that is why you can be able to say that 52, your woman had 52.
But I didn't agree with that.
I said you do the same thing.
Yes.
We all do that.
Yes.
I'm not saying I don't agree that people, I'm saying that it is all of us. All of us have that. We can't always be happy. We can't always be hyper. We can't always. There are times life is like that. You go down. There are times you have when you have everything, but you are just not feeling like doing anything. You're not feeling. You're not in the mood to do anything or say anything. We are all like that.
Generally, would you say women are communicating properly, well enough
than the men?
A lot of women would tell you how they are feeling.
Okay.
What they want. But a lot of men do not say it. They want the women to do magic. You should, I'm your man, you should know me better. You should know me, you should. Without saying, you should. So men want you should do this, you should. You should know better, you should. But you see, she needs something from you to be able to build the you that you want in her mind. She needs things from you to build that. Yeah. But if you are not giving anything and you are just there, you should know this.
So that brings me back to my question. How do we change this narrative of you should?
Do what you think is best for you, first of all. Personally, I won't watch men a show like this and say that I'm going to learn how to deal with my girlfriend. I won't do that. A lot of men won't do. I mean, I dare say all men won't do it. That is why I made the point that when somebody is listening to people talk about things, he is looking at the person
what
that
he relates to.
He can relate to.
Okay.
So no matter how unwise your idea
someone
about
actually
something
relates
is,
to it.
they can relate, and so you are the one making the sense to him.
Okay.
It is not the other person who is bringing facts and figures and why we are drunk. We shouldn't limit this to boyfriend, girlfriend, and
Generally,
a lot of men, even with our friends, the way we relate.
Absolutely.
A lot of men. I mean, I have my guys. Charlie, what's up? Everything nice. Yeah, but you see, you should be able to care about a person to a level where you know that no, this
there's
person,
something off.
Yes. So there are times, instead of just texting somebody to check up, I'll call you.
Right.
I want to hear your voice. I want to hear you say it. Because I know that if something is going on with this person, the way they say this,
we'll let you know.
We'll let me know
whether they are
so
right or not.
we should as men, we should, it's not just every time complaints, I mean, we should talk about ourselves.
I mean, that's a good point he has raised, because ideally or usually you don't see that in men, like friends and all of that. I mean, when it comes to, let's go out and go have fun and all of that. But beyond the, Charlie, what's up? Beyond the a day, do you know your friend?
What exactly?
And so that's the point. I like that part you raised. So it doesn't look like it's all about relationships and all of that. But your homie day house, it is somewhere you pick up a phone and call. You talk, say a day, you sure? Charlie, we could talk.
So
over some
bottles.
You
once a while, if I just go sit down somewhere. That's okay. So as we are wrapping up, your final words, submissions, take away from this conversation.
Take away one.
No, take away one. Chicken, salad, section.
Oh no, take away one. When I'm talking to Nurudeen.
Oh geez,
it will take him a while to process.
Oh no, don't take it from that angle. I mean, I understand you perfectly when you made the statement. But the way I say
no evidence.
But then it's cool.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously, we need to communicate.
Yeah,
it's not just relationships. Everywhere, work, church. You know, there are people who have issues with co-workers. You do something they don't like, but they won't say it because if I go and say it, you are now thinking for somebody. If I go and say it, he will say this and he will say, how did you know he will say this? He will say that. Say it. Okay. Otherwise, tomorrow the person will do it again. But you see, if once you say it and the person does it, allow them to do it. They'll keep doing it. One day, something will tell them, there is wisdom in everybody's head.
Yes.
It will one day get up and tell you, wow, this thing you are doing. This person has said, I don't like this. He won't come and tell you that this is the epiphany I've gotten right now. But tomorrow he will stop. His wisdom will wake up. So we need to communicate. We need to let people know everything. And one thing that I've seen about a lot of people is when elders are doing something we don't like, we feel it's not in our place to tell them. Communicate. You see, it is not. It is the way you say it that can be termed disrespectful or something like that. It is the way you want to go at it. But if you Senior, good morning. Pacho, with the assembly and person with the say last time now you doing come on and now be all cancer. He will listen to you.
Yeah.
But if you senior, no, me,
John,
you see,
I
you are
don't
old,
idea.
you are not communicating. We should learn how to talk.
Yeah.
Everything that comes out of your mouth, you should calculate and make sure that at the end of the day, it will achieve what you want it to achieve.
Yeah.
If you just want to back and talk, then go ahead, of course. Say, do it
Just
however you
vent,
want.
yeah.
But if you want the person to receive it
Yeah.
and really take 2 hours or something to process it, then say it in a way that will make the person
He
listen.
didn't hear that, but that's fine.
Just before Eugene comes in,
Yeah.
the point on epiphany you made, trust me, when you get it, let them know. They will appreciate it.
All right.
Fact. When the epiphany comes, let them know. They will
Right.
appreciate it.
All right. Okay, so with me, it's also very simple. Let's shove aside the narrative of if a man speaks up, then the man is weak. For me, trust me, this is a very serious issue we're talking about. And to every man out there watching, I'm sure they can relate to it because trust me, there are people going through a lot.
Yeah.
But they can't talk because as a man, trust me, you can be a G and talk. It doesn't make you a diva. I'm like, yeah.
But
Yeah, man. Like, feel free and talk, man. If you feel that like something is just too much and over, you don't even have to wait for it to be too much. Who told you to bottle up before, bottle up and that makes you a man? It doesn't make you weak. Speak up and get help. Simple.
But then again, we should not feel, too down or belittled or less empowered to, communicate and put out our feelings. It is good, like it's so therapeutic to, talk to your fellow man about how you feel. Maybe the one you are voicing out to can literally help you out or have the best solution for you. So just put out your feeling. It won't make you less of a man or it won't make you a woman either. So just voice out and don't be John.
it's been a wonderful conversation.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Johns.
I think John is.
You say one.
You
You say just one John. You say just one John.
One John in multiple scenarios.
And so this has been another scintillating episode of Sailors, and please make sure that you learn a lot from this because we're putting out there because of you.
Guys, we out.
Allez dans la cour. S'il vous plaît, allez dans la cour.